Hey guys, and welcome to Spilling the Crime.
How are you?
The true crime podcast hosted by
Me, Humberto.
and me, Jonas. This is the first episode that we are recording after our podcast came out. Thank you for all your feedback and support. My God, we already reached so much. This is so awesome that a lot of people are listening to us.
Yes, it's amazing, guys. Thank you very, very, very much.
Today, things are a little bit different. During our first week of podcasts out there, something happened.
You want me to tell the guys what happened? Okay. So today we are not drinking because unfortunately I had a little bit of a health problem and I had to undergo surgery. I'm recovering. I'm very well. Thank you so much. But if I'm with a lower energy, please, I'm sorry. We will get back to that.
Yeah, I will compensate with a lot of obnoxious laughters and voices. That's going to be my goal for this episode. So what are we talking about today?
We are talking about Elizabeth Holmes, and at least I like what we are talking about. So
Yeah.
I hope that gives me a little bit more energy.
Okay, so guys, grab your glasses.
Of something.
Yeah, 'cause
I have my water.
Yeah, we have water, so let's do this.
What do you dream for?
That less people have to say goodbye too soon to people they love.
I had heard about Theranos and Elizabeth Holmes. But her story is so compelling. She was going to herald a revolution in medical treatment in this country.
It was obviously such an incredible story. A woman creating this $9 billion company.
Everyone worshipped the ground she walked on. She could do no wrong. She was the next Steve Jobs.
The idea with the Edison was to stick the lab inside the box.
She wanted Edison devices in every home in America.
This could be the apple of healthcare.
You all are part of something that is going to change our world. What higher purpose is there?
Elizabeth came to me and she described her idea. It's impossible, physically.
Elizabeth was lying about the accuracy of the blood tests.
It's all a show.
Quite frankly, people can die.
It snowballed into this crazy situation.
In a panic, I went and bought a burner phone. I called the Wall Street Journal.
What is coming out of her mouth is not reality.
She never thought she had any limits. She was going to conquer the world.
This was real lunacy.
Can you tell us a secret?
I don't have many secrets.
So before we get into this episode, we would like you guys to continue rating us and supporting us on social media and everything.
Yeah.
The results have been amazing. We got into the top charts of true crime podcasts.
In Portugal.
We were like watching our phones and I was like screaming to Jonas like, ah!
Oh my God, and we have 7 countries listening to us.
Yes!
Not the entire country, it's like...
Hi France! Hi Germany!
Hi Egypt! Oh my God.
Hi United States!
Hi Spain! Hi United Kingdom! Welcome, we just want more of you here with us. Give us feedback and
share with a friend.
Yes, share with a friend. And send us an email to spillingthecrime@gmail.com with feedback or suggestions of things that we could talk about.
Yes,
So,
that's it.
Yes, I hope you enjoy this episode, you guys. Elizabeth Holmes is an American former biotechnology entrepreneur who was convicted of criminal fraud. Also, she was the CEO of Theranos. Forbes had named her the youngest and wealthiest self-made female billionaire in America. Self-made with the money of others.
But she was the one asking, so it's self-made.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's
Her
true.
company reached the value of $9 billion and today worth nothing. Zero. So enjoy the ride.
Yeah, she promised that taking blood would only need some drops to all the exams they needed, like cancer, help me.
He's locked in cancer. Cancer
forgot.
and other diseases. She thought that by drawing one drop of blood, you could prevent so many diseases.
Yeah.
She wanted people to do blood analysis every month.
At home. Like
Yes.
affordable, at home. I think this was an overhyped technology that didn't work.
Yes.
She lived by the motto.
It was only just a dream. Sorry, guys. I did not add surgery to my voice, but this is it now.
She lived by the motto of fake it until you make it. Guys, we saw a lot of videos about this, so we didn't follow a documentary.
A timeline.
In a timeline, but there was a video that we followed that had the longest intro ever. But yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So where did this start? And who was Elizabeth Holmes? How was
She's still alive. I mean, but she was born in 1984 in Washington, D.C. During high school, she had interest in computer science and started her first Wow, I think the drink just makes me better.
You needed the drinks.
A drunk, yeah.
Stop. I'm very sick.
Sorry. So her family gave her a very privileged life, and Elizabeth's goal was to
change the world.
Yeah, to be an inventor and a billionaire.
Yes.
What? As a child, you had this as a goal?
Yes, to be a billionaire, to change the world and to be successful. By the way, half of the family was dedicated to medicine, and the other part to engineering.
Yeah, so she tried to do both.
Yes,
I believe.
She was very driven and very focused since early age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when she was 18 years old, she met Sonny. Sonny will be her future boyfriend and also the COO of Theranos. He's almost double her age, by the way. She's a man-eater, make it work for... Okay, sorry. He basically divorced his wife and started dating Elizabeth. Yeah. So Elizabeth hated needles, and that's how she invented Theranos, I believe.
Before this, she had another idea to create a patch that would deliver antibiotics by the skin. I believe that she would like to create something more comfortable.
Yeah,
a
and
solution
smaller.
that is
She likes
more
little
comfortable,
things.
Simpler things.
Yeah, she likes small things.
Small things.
Oh, Sonny. So this Theranos adventure starts at Stanford University in 2003. At 19 years old, after 2 semesters of chemical engineer, she dropped out to become a medical technology entrepreneur. Yeah, at 19, I also thought I knew everything in my life. That's why I failed my driver's license like 4 times. But yeah, that's a story for another time.
4 times?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you have to exams, and I excelled at one that I wasn't able to do, and the other one that was you needed to study a lot. I wasn't the greatest. I didn't believe that part of the driver's license thing. It was too weird for me, and yeah.
But at least you failed. You didn't drop out and invented a car. That's good. You didn't like, oh, I'm not good enough for this, so I'm inventing a new way.
A new way to have your driver's license. Like...
Wouldn't it be nice if I could fly? This is how I see Elizabeth. She's just dreams.
So during her stay at Stanford University, she shared her ideas with a professor of medicine, Dr. Phyllis Gardner.
I love her.
Yeah, we have a close shot of her walking slowly to us, to the camera. And she's the best, by the way. But her demeanor is not intense, but when she talks, she's like the best person ever. She was not impressed with her ambiguous, over the top, and no knowledge of medicine. She thought she knew it all. Well, you don't at 19. You go, Phyllis.
Willow. She told her that this was not possible. She even brought colleagues to talk to Elizabeth and to tell her that this idea would not work.
Yeah.
But Elizabeth was so stubborn
Yeah.
that she would not take a no for an answer.
Yeah.
She would be able to do this with a drop of blood. She even says this.
Asking yourself whether you're wrong is a really good thing. If you really feel strong conviction that you're doing the right thing, then keep going.
Go, Elizabeth. So inspiring.
I mean, even if things are wrong, even if you need to invent an idea that doesn't exist to get money, I mean, you just keep going. Because, yeah, if everyone has that motto in their head, things will not go well. But, yeah, basically in 2004, she invented the Edison, the black box machine that she tells us that would test blood with only one drop. And at the same year, she changed the company's name to Theranos. So Theranos had a board of directors that consist of really credible people in the States. I mean, who are they?
So she was able to convince 3 U.S. cabinet secretaries, 2 former U.S. senators, a retired Navy admiral, a retired Marine Corps general, George Schlutz. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. I bet
That's a great way to call someone a slut.
I don't know. Schultz.
Yeah,
George
okay.
Schultz, I'm sorry. And Henry Kissinger.
He's probably the father of Nicole from the Mistress of Chris
From
Fox.
our second episode?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
How did she made this happen? I cannot get it.
Also, what did these people have to do with medical advancements? Nothing.
Nothing.
What the hell?
But they were powerful and they give credibility, I guess.
So now we are introduced to Eileen Lepro.
Yes, a small investor.
Yeah, what is a small investor? How much money did she gave to...
100K! For me, this is not small at all.
She knew nothing about this, but she was looking to make money. This was like Apple at the time. Yeah,
There is
Apple.
one rule when you are investing money. Don't invest in something that you don't know. Don't do that.
I mean,
Please.
Elizabeth also used turtlenecks like Steve Jobs. He was a big influence in her. So, I mean, she was kind of starting to become credible to people.
Yes, she started changing all kind of things about her. The neckle dress.
The neckle dress.
I'm sorry.
The neckle dress. What is the neckle dress?
The
You have a dress in your neck. You have a dress in your neck. Perfect. I think that would be a trending to 2022.
This must be the drugs. And she even changed her voice.
Before she famously dropped out and acquired the Steve Jobs attire.
So dehumanizing that it's an incredibly emotional process.
And before her voice changed.
Well, it's wonderful to be here. I started this company because...
And what about the deep voice? Did she have the deep voice when you were dealing with her?
No. I was shocked when I heard her voice because I didn't met her before. That is a voice you don't forget in a woman. Oh, hello. Yeah.
Do you think the voice was real?
No. To me, it seems like she's breathing in while she's talking. Yeah, kind of like this. Yes. So she's talking like this.
So I have a black box.
As Theranos, we are changing the world.
I hate needles, so I invented a way to only take a droplet in my finger that is also a needle, but yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I think the idea is great, but I don't think we have the technology to do that.
Yes, the idea is amazing. It's a dream.
Yeah,
it is. The difference, it's not an idea. It's kind of a dream at this moment.
But I think the voice is not real because teachers said that she had a different voice at the time that she was in Stanford. And the family also says that she had a different voice. So, I don't know. I think she changed to have a more masculine voice to become a stronger leader or...
To have more authority.
And maybe she would become more credible. I don't think she became more credible with that voice.
No, I heard something about deeper voices. Deeper voices give you confidence. Yes, I heard something in my life about this.
So I should talk like this. No, I'm a confident man.
She looks stupid, of course.
I'm gonna do
what
I have to
deeper
do.
voices give you calm and confidence.
Okay, so every time
it's reliable.
So every time before a race, if someone asks me if I'm nervous to do the race, I'm gonna say
I'm gonna do the best time and I'm gonna win.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you believe that?
Sure.
Okay.
Now we go to the biggest investor, Rupert Murdoch. These names, we are so sorry.
Yes, okay, so somebody, you are not going to Google them, so... Okay, another person.
Yeah, Rupert.
Yeah, Rupert. Rich guy. He had $125 million in shares.
With no
Theranos.
fucking product. There was no product.
Yes, how can a company be in the stock market without a product?
I mean, she probably pitched this idea really well. She probably has a big skills with a communication. I mean, well, Rupert, you can give me some of that. You can give Spilling the Crime some. I'm not asking for that amount of money. I'm asking for 1% or even 5%. It would be well invested on us. But guess what? Plot twist.
Really well invested. The professor had a theory about how she could raise the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes.
She's good looking. She got the money from old white guys.
Yeah, yeah, Elizabeth Holmes was focused on older white men. Phyllis, I adore you. Oh my God, yes.
And you watch the documentary and okay, right, check. You start looking at the
we see the photos of every of the table of the board, and we see okay, yes.
The only difference is Eileen the Pro. That is a old white lady.
She was also pissed.
Yes, she was so pissed.
But plot twist.
The professor even called this money the dumb money. Money. She says that they were not thinking with the head on top of the neck.
Oh, with the other head.
The other head.
Phyllis was dragging her. I think there was kind of I think there was a bit of jealousy there.
I believe this was not jealousy. This was like that kind of attitude, like I told you so. Mm-hmm. I'm smarter.
Yeah.
So at this point, she was able to convince many people to give her money. Mm-hmm. The company worth more and more each year. She was able to get 800 workers to work for her.
Yeah, and they had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Every employee that entered Theranos. And they had key cards to enter in every room. They couldn't say bad words about Theranos outside of the company. This was really private and sneaky. I mean...
Yes, previous workers described the management as a very silent thing. Like, not many information was disclosed. The investors were getting frustrated with this.
So Theranos started in 2003, and during all this time, Elizabeth Holmes became a sensation. She was really young. She was going to a lot of parties. She was going to appearing in a lot of covers of magazines, in also Forbes. She was getting all the attention she needed, and probably she got more investors with this. Basically, they also moved in Silicon Valley. Everyone was talking about this. It's like a hub with Apple, with Tesla, where all the entrepreneurs have their projects there. And she became the youngest and wealthiest self-made female billionaire in America.
She was with the best. She was living with the best.
Yeah, and in 2010, they raised $19 million in capital with no product.
This is so amazing. This is brilliant. I'm telling you, this is brilliant. Unfortunately,
she pitched really well the idea. I think the idea is great, but you need to have a product for me to invest. No?
Yes, but it's like fake it until you make it. And unfortunately for her, the idea is too insane at this point. But imagine if it was doable. She would get the conditions to move forward without having the product. And for me, she must have some value there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even more with a crazy idea like this, because if you know some science, you would call her crazy right away.
I mean, the results from the lab was going from bad to worse. Inaccurate results on a consistent basis were happening, and they were also using not their technology. They weren't using their black box. They were using commercial
tests, yeah.
They were taking not a droplet of blood. They were taking
more.
More.
So basically, she created this machine called Edison.
Yeah.
The black box machine. This was the product that she presented to the investors and to the world.
Yeah, and later I think it was the same name.
No,
until the end.
She created another product after.
Okay.
So the Edison was a black box machine that you could put there your drop of blood, and this could run up to 2,000 blood tests that could predict things like cancer, thyroid disease, diabetes, all sorts of things. But this was not working, and they had to perform tests using another commercial test. So this was just stupid. Many times workers had to open the machine and work inside the machine.
What?
Yes, because the machine was not working. Despite that, in 2013, Holmes has a great victory. And she signed a multi-million-dollar contract with the pharmacy chain Walgreens. Walgreens.
Walgreens.
I said one name correctly and you interrupted me.
Yeah, sorry.
Walgreens. So people could run tests near their homes in an easy and convenient way.
Get results with a drop of blood in 4 hours. This was actually at these pharmacies. You could do this in pharmacies.
Yes. I'm so shocked. Like, how can a product that doesn't work, that puts health in danger, can be commercial like this? It's shocking. And in Portugal, we are behind a lot of things, but
we are.
I guarantee you that this would not happen because you have to have license and everything. So this is shocking.
Yeah, and a lot of people are doing tests and getting things that, oh my God, I have this and I have that, and oh, I'm okay, but they are actually not okay. I mean, that's so misleading, and even playing with the health of someone is really scary.
Have you ever had a brilliant idea like that?
Not sure. I do create a lot of concepts that can't be reality. So I do have ideas and I paint those ideas, but I don't think, I don't know how they would work. But I thought about, spaceships or airships that would be fun to have. But I don't think it's possible. I do play a lot of video games, so I wish...
With 19 million, maybe you could do something.
Oh, I would do a lot, but I would invest in my personal project. That it's nothing new out there. But, I mean, it's my story. Whatever. What would you do?
I don't know. I have all these crazy ideas all the time. But right now, I'm not remembering...
This podcast is one of them.
This podcast is one of them. I'm trying to remember the last one.
That's a great idea. So let's...
So with the technology being used by everybody and being so exposed, this started the downfall of Theranos. This guy named Pallav Shadar or something like that. You know, guys, that I'm very good with names. He was another medical engineering. Yes. And he did a test at one of the Walgreens.
What was his name?
Pallav Shadar. I already told that.
Did you say the portion that his name sounded like a salad?
No, it's yes, I wrote. He's reading my notes. Yes, the first time I hear his name, I thought of a Greek salad. Pallav Shadar, Greek salad. Sorry, Pallav. He did a test at one of the point of care, and he found strange the results. His doctor was suspicious too, and decided to run the same test in a different lab.
So I got my Theranos test done on like 29th of July, and then 31st of July I got a test done by another lab. and it was different.
Rumours of Theranos' bad practice were circulating. But it was journalist John Carreyrou from the Wall Street Journal who would be the first to start investigating after a tip-off from a sceptical pathologist.
Things, began to come into focus for me, and I realized that, this was not just a business fraud and a corporate fraud, but potentially a fraud that had big implications for the public health. And so I thought, well, this is a big story.
For all the hope and hype, Elizabeth Holmes was now accused of being a fake. But as it would become clear, the consequences of her fraud were real and dangerous.
This is inexcusable now and forever.
Yeah, so John Carreyrou had worked at Wall Street Journal, who, guess what, guys? The boss of that place is none other than Rupert, the biggest investor of Theranos.
Rupert has a lot of money.
John basically made an expose article of Theranos.
Yeah.
And this is where all went to shit.
He talked with previous workers, one of them being Erica. So Erica told the reporters and regulators about all kind of things that were happening at Theranos. One of the things we already told you guys, they were using commercial tests instead of the ones from the Edison machine.
Mm-hmm.
But there were worse things happening, like they were diluting
the blood. Yeah.
Because genius, Elizabeth, genius, the drop of blood was not enough. So they had to dilute the blood to perform the tests, and of course the results would be misleading.
Well, in another note, she created a fake lab to show Joe Biden, and she created all this fake lab, and with all these Edison machines or whatever they are called, the black boxes, that didn't work.
He even said, this is the lab of the future. Oh my fucking god, but don't anybody check the fucking things, like...
After this expose article, Elizabeth tried to defend herself. She went to some programs and some shows to defend herself. So, yeah, this was back and forth. And in 2016, she was banned and also left the CEO chair of Theranos and got a back seat. And also in this year, fired Sunny. I don't want to date you anymore. You're fired. And she left. And he left, basically. And in 2018, Theranos closed doors.
Yes.
For good.
They sunk.
From 9 billion to zero.
From hero to zero.
No. Basically, she had like how many counts to be prosecuted? Charges.
So
she had 11 charges in the trial, and during this trial,
she pled not guilty, of course,
yes,
obviously.
And she got another boyfriend, and she also got pregnant.
She's good with the guys. So
yeah.
She was poor, and she found this guy, an heir of this hotel chain.
And
she's living in this luxury.
How? I love it. Yeah, you can do this.
Why?
Say the word. You can do this.
Why do I choose these words? Luxurious. Luxurious. Luxurious?
No, luxurious.
Luxurious. Yes, luxurious apartments. Damn.
Yeah, and we see this clip of a journalist finding Elizabeth in the park or something, and she's like going there, making all these questions. Yes. Oh, do you feel okay after all of this? And Elizabeth gives silence. The last question is like, is your voice real?
No.
And she's like walking, like,
yes.
Leave me the fuck alone. But my question for you here is, was she guilty? Did she deceive? Or was she a struggling entrepreneur, desperately buying time to fix a product in good faith?
You want me to answer that?
Mm-hmm. Give me your opinion.
I truly believe, and I'm decided on this. She's super duper guilty.
Yeah,
she's
for sure.
Guilty of being dumb, because if you don't know, you learn. And she had many people telling her that this is not possible. So I believe that Elizabeth Holmes is cocky, she's arrogant, she's a know-it-all that knows nothing. And I feel very strong about this because she puts people's lives in danger. So she could be inventing all kind of things that did not mess with people's lives. So yes, for me, she should go to jail for a long time, even if it's proven that she did not know what she was doing, because this is so serious.
My God.
Right? You give all this money to someone that knows nothing. It's like Jon Snow. You know nothing.
So basically, she got prosecuted for 11 charges in 2018 for defrauding investors. She pleaded not guilty. Holmes convinced investors to pile in money by faking demos and exaggerating claims, printing pharmaceutical company logos on Theranos reports. Catastrophe!
Yes, the Theranos reports were printed with the logo of Pfizer.
Yeah.
Are you a Pfizer boy?
I'm a modern boy.
You are a modern boy.
Yeah.
I'm a Pfizer boy. 3 shots.
I still have to take my 3rd one. But this company made no revenue, and in 2013 burned $2 million per week.
Yes, this was when Denise Yam was called to the stand. She was the financial controller of the company, and she showed that the company did not make any money whatsoever. The company was always losing money. And Kate Holmes is the other one, sorry. Elizabeth Holmes was raising money from the investors.
Yeah, in 2015, Theranos had accumulated losses of $585 million.
The company was losing money, and you guys question yourselves, and I did too. If she's losing money, how can she has so many supports and still sign contracts?
For like 10 years or more.
Yes,
what the hell?
She presented documents to investors that showing a forecasts for the next years of 140 millions. And in one for 2015, she predicted revenue of $990 million. So as an investor, you see this as a pot of gold. So yes, take my money
with no machine.
Make it rain
with no machine. Holmes claimed that the black box could do more than 1,000 tests, but actually...
say it.
But actually did not do 1,000. Not 500, not 100, but did 12.
12 tests.
That's not very good. No, Elizabeth, that's not very good. But...
In 12 tests.
12 instead of 1,000. Wow.
In 12 tests that were not being done in the machine.
Great machine.
They were using commercial tests to do 12 tests.
But now Holmes took the stand, and she deflected all the blames and said that it was her ex-boyfriend, Sonny, and former COO.
She abused her, right?
Yeah, for falsifying financial reports. It was Sonny who did this. Also said that he abused her and that affected her performance and judgment at the company. She also blamed the scientific advisors and the board members that had no background on medical advancements. But yeah, she blamed them for the company's failings. Well, she had a luxurious life, by the way, with all that money. I mean,
I would like to know who are these medical advisors. I really would like to know and would like to read the documents and how they can support this.
They probably changed their names at this point. Yeah, but finally the trial got a verdict only in 2021, last year in August. And guess what, guys? 1 month prior to August, she gave birth to the child. I think she did this to gain some sympathy. I'm so sorry. I don't think this was planned. This was completely planned. And I don't think you would do this if you were undergoing a trial.
Yes, I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant because I have nothing to fear. Yeah. I will not go to jail.
Yeah, I'm not going to jail.
Because I don't belong there.
I'm calling my son Theranos.
I think this is the idea. Besides that, she was living the amazing life until this point. She was private jets, personal assistants, private jets.
And yeah, in 2021 August, she was found guilty.
Yeah!
From the 11 charges, she was only found guilty for 4 fraud-related counts. Lucky you! And she got 20 years in prison.
No, she could be facing.
Oh, not yet?
No, not yet. We do not know the very.
She's free?
Yes, she's free. I believe that she's free. We can Google that, but I believe she's free right now.
What?
Yes, I believe she was not. The sentence was not set yet. This is very fresh. We only bring it to you guys very fresh things. One thing while we search, one thing that really bothers me here, it's that she was only convicted of crimes related to the investors.
Yeah.
Nothing related to the to harming other people, because she was performing millions and millions and millions of unreliable tests on people, and she certainly affected the lives of many, many people.
So the most recent news we have, what I found, is that Elizabeth Holmes will be sentenced on the 26th of September of 2022. She faces a maximum prison sentence, I don't know how to say this, sentence of 20 years based on what judges typically sentence defendants to in similar cases. I'm dyslexic! So we will get news in September of this year. Until then, she will have a normal life. What the hell?
Yes, and she's living in this mansion
with her boyfriend, husband,
with
whatever.
famous neighbors and
Billy Run. And here we are at the end of another episode, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will ask you for purple hearts in our Instagram so that Humberto can feel better and has a better recovery time.
Yes, this is a different one. Not drinking, but I believe that we did well. And
yeah, I think I'm more dyslexic. I mean,
I'm sorry about my voice, but something about the anesthesia.
Fuck! All my life I'll be waiting for you.
I believe that something in the surgery just changed my voice, and I'm hoping for my voice to get better. But thank you, guys.
But thank you for all your feedback, your ratings. Please continue. That's what makes us grow and get into the charts, to other people to listen to us. Thank you for every people in the world for listening to us. It's so
this
awesome.
Is so awesome. This is
Shout
so
out to every single country that we already said at the beginning.
Thank you so much, guys.
We adore you for listening to us and support us. This is like an amazing, cool thing that we are doing together. And yes.
From the bedroom to the world.
Yeah, we are. Thanks for exposing us. Bye.